All I see is blessings. Got no time for stressing.
Hi guys, back again for another video. Christian hot takes or unpopular opinions. That's the video we have for you guys today.
Yes.
Let's see what we agree on or disagree on. Get into the video.
Okay, what's one of y'all?
So, for me, I'd say you can be a Christian without going to church.
I agree with that. But I also believe that going to church is fellowship, and you need that.
Okay.
I feel like you need that.
It's true.
Going to church, you go in and go, like, church is being with other believers in the presence of God. So I feel like you need that. You need that as well. And sometimes, yeah, it's all right to be by yourself and, just you and God.
What if you think that people at church are just like judgy and like they judge you for like the smallest things, or basically churchy on it? Like they're like very judgy and they basically just look down on you. What do you think on that? I'm not saying I'm like that. I'm saying, what if certain people are like that, and that's the reason why they don't go to church?
To someone who's like that, I would say you're gonna find people like that everywhere. No matter what church you go to, why are you bothered about them? You're not going to church for them. You're going to church for you.
Boy, preach that?
No, but honestly, it is. That's what it is.
It's true.
You're going to church for you and God. You're going to church to be in the presence of God with other people who want the same thing.
That's true.
So if people want to be judgmental and want to look at you funny because you're not suited and booted, or because you're not stood up during praise and worship, or you're not praying with your eyes closed, so let them. That's what I would have to say.
No, that's pretty true, to be fair.
Let them, because at the end of the day, you're not going to church for them. So don't let them dictate. Don't let them stop you from going to church.
I can agree with that. I think that's the reason I asked that question, is because there's a lot of people that are Christian that don't go to church because they feel like they're gonna get judged if they do go to church.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Some gospel songs, they sound better in the church. They sound better they sound better when they're sung in the church compared to like on Spotify or YouTube.
Yeah, I completely disagree with that one. I can't even lie.
You're lying.
I've not. Have you heard some of these church songs and they're sung in church out of tune?
That's not because of the song though. That's the singers.
Sometimes, like, it could be a song that's sung by an artist, but when it's sung in church, you just kill the song.
No, but
you know what it is? It's kind of vice versa though. It depends who's singing the song. Because if you've got a good singer, you know what? It's not even about a good singer, because sometimes you can have a good singer who just goes over the top and they'll just kill the song then. Like, what are you doing?
Shut.
Listen, we're playing unpopular opinions and we're playing hot takes. I'm just being truthful. Am I wrong for that?
Do you know what it is? Not all songs, but a lot of the gospel songs, they sound better in the church house. They sound better in the church.
It's a mix. I say it's a mix.
Hot take number 3. Not all secular songs are bad.
Explain more. A little bit.
Oxford Dictionary. The term secular means not connected with religious or spiritual matters.
Okay. What secular songs would you say that are good?
Not good, but like...
Yeah, but not bad.
Like the ABCs.
The what?
The ABCs, the song, the alphabet, the
yeah,
letters.
Okay.
Just because that's not about Jesus doesn't mean it can't be good.
Okay, true. Is there any other songs that you would say that secular that are good, other than the ABC, other than alphabet songs and kind of stuff?
Oh, let me actually think. You could have like a song about life. What's the one that's like, because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy.
Okay, I kind of hear that. Okay, you know what?
That song's for millions.
Like you. True. I mean,
so yeah, not all.
If it's not glorifying sin, then probably, yeah, like, if it's not glorifying sin, if it's glorifying like you said, positive things, then yeah, but a lot of the songs nowadays are not positive. Money, sex and drugs. Like, other than that, you don't really see no...
Songs are all about shaking yash nowadays.
You don't really see no, like, good songs, like, things that are showing, like, things that are not glorifying sin. But there are some songs out there. I'll give you that. There are some. I like that. I've got one for you.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion now. Do you think Christian artists should use instrumentals that are from secular artists?
No.
You actually don't agree?
Don't agree.
No.
Well, it depends what's secular. Like we've just
Okay,
said.
so for example, like Chris Brown or Drake, or they're using instrumentals from their songs and we're just changing the song.
It's like a Cardi song, Cardi B or Nicki or...
Yeah, so like it's the same instrumental, but they've just got different lyrics.
That's the sticky one, because music and beats can at times be used to, how do you put it, like hypnotize, like trance people.
Like hidden agendas in
Hidden
that songs and
agendas
stuff.
in beats, yeah. So I would say that's a very close line,
Okay.
because some, like we've just said, some beats have hidden agendas behind them that you don't even realize.
Because it could be like the frequency, for example.
The frequency or the tempo. I don't have a straight up answer for that, because I can't say yes or no. For me, if Christian artists want to use worldly beats, we'll call it that, worldly beats,
Okay,
they need to be very careful. Very, very careful.
that is
But
true.
just make your own beat, man.
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of time like there'll be a song that's popular and it
Mhm.
sounds really good, but it's secular.
Mhm.
So
Worldly.
worldly, for example, but it sounds like really good and you know, like you'll vibe to it, but because it's a worldly song now, you're like, oh, I don't really want to listen to it because it's gonna move me further away from God. But if it's got like a Christian artist and it's got Christian lyrics, then you'll be able to enjoy it. It is a sticky one. It's not really a definitive answer, but I think sometimes it's better to listen to the Christian lyrics and rather listen to the secular
Yeah,
lyrics.
100%, yeah.
But again, it's the same beat, so you never know what is in beats. Of course, there's like hidden agendas. There's hidden agendas in movies and a lot of mainstream entertainment. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. I can't lie. I've got one.
Okay.
Christian artists should make music with secular artists.
No.
No, my unpopular opinion.
You think they should?
Well, I think it could be it could be a way to attract people that are not of faith to the Christian artists.
If the song sounds good, yeah.
I think it could be a way that they could plant seeds, for example.
Do you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of like a spiritual battle.
That is the only thing. It's one of them ways. It's not a definitive answer again, because it's like you said, the clashing. It's like darkness and light together. You can look at it in two ways, to be honest.
I think that's because I don't
Not
know.
a fan of it.
Can you imagine an Alex Jean and the Spice stuff?
No, it's different genre though. You have to do someone with the same genre.
Okay, can you imagine Prince Saj with Spice?
No,
Exactly, that's the thing, exactly.
I actually couldn't. Okay.
I don't know, for me, it's
It's a
one
bit
of
of a
them
grey
that's
area.
That's a very grey area.
Because some artists have done it in the past, but it's like,
Yeah.
you've got the secular artist still cussing on the track, and the Christian artist not cussing him, so it's like,
Question mark.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unpopular opinion, but if you have something to say, like in terms of Christianity and on Christianity, but it can't be backed by the Bible, why are you saying it? So say for example you've got like a preacher who's preaching about something, but then you're thinking, where is this in the Bible? And then they're trying to use a scripture from the Bible that's
That out of context.
and say like it's, I'm trying to think of something in the Bible that gets taken out of context.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things in the Bible get taken out of context and used what they wanted.
That is true. There's a lot of things. I mean, there's preachers that will be out here wiping their sweat and saying that this sweat can heal people. Like, where in the Bible does it say that your sweat's gonna be able to heal someone?
No.
But there's a lot of things a lot of preachers today, they'll say certain things and it's not even backed by scripture, some of it. It's like, I don't know, they're just doing it for the sake of it.
Well, everything needs to be backed by scripture. Not what you've interpreted from the scripture, but what the scripture says. But the thing is, the Bible's been translated in so many different ways. Some Bible versions say it in such a different way that it gets interpreted in such a different way. And
NIV?
that's not me saying that you have to read King James Version, no. But all I'm saying is that I feel like a lot of confusion is caused by Bible versions using different words. Because different words are interpreted. So I feel like it can cause a bit of confusion, and I think that's where it kind of can come from.
Yeah, I've got another one.
Okay, what have you got?
So, Christian movies and entertainment The Christian movies, TV shows, games, and entertainment are just boring. A lot of them are just boring.
Where? Some of them. No, I disagree. Some of them can be boring.
Okay, like, I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying some of them are boring. The majority is boring. No.
Look at Forge, for example.
Okay, no, Forge is good. That's a good example. Hacksaw Ridge is a good example.
Hacksaw Ridge is a very good example.
But I'm on about like,
Huh?
God is not. Is it God is dead or God is not dead? I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's not the best. Can't lie.
What's it about?
It's about there's like 4 different ones, but this one's about like this transfer kid or this student goes to a school and the professor's there. The professor's like really against God. Just doesn't want anything to do with God. So it's basically like a back and forth between the guy, the student, and the teacher. But it could have probably been done better because you can tell it's biased. To Christians.
Is that not the whole point of the film?
No, but you know what it is? Like, the reason I say Christian films are boring or... No, I'm not talking about every single Christian film, but I'm saying like, sometimes Christian films are only allocated to Christians, where they should be allocated to everyone.
Explain.
So for example, Hacksaw Ridge or Forge or there's many others. You can sit down with people, family and friends, and watch the film with them without feeling a certain way.
Okay.
Because it's not cheesy.
Alright.
But like when there's cheesy Christian films now, and like of course as a Christian now, it's nice to watch it, but you're gonna feel a bit of a way to watch that with someone that's not a Christian.
Okay.
It's gonna feel odd to put it on TV because you're gonna be like, I don't know, they'll say something, they'll say like,
anyway, I don't want to watch that because it's about Jesus.
Not even that, the character in the film will be like, Jesus is so cool, man. It'll be cheesy, like it'll be sort of cheesy. Like as a Christian, we love that. But like, what are your thoughts on it?
I agree with I get what you're saying, but not all Christian films are like that. Like we said,
No,
like
not all.
Hacksaw Ridge and Forge, they're not actually really good ones.
They
Hacksaw
actually
Ridge, I remember watching that in school with you.
That's actually sick. That's what I'm saying though, like, I feel like...
You feel like you would rather have like a film or a series with like Christian undertones?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
no,
like...
what I mean by Christian undertones is like, say look at Hacksaw Ridge for example. It's about the war and he didn't want to go to war, but then he got shipped off to war. And he said, I will fight, but I'm not picking up a weapon. Like I'm not handling a gun. That's like Christian undertone.
I'm not saying every film has to be like that, but I'm saying some of the Christian films are cheesy and boring.
Okay.
Some of them are done in a way where it's not entertaining. For example, Forge now is a very Christian film, but it's a very good film. Like you can watch that with like a non-believer and they're like, I've enjoyed that film. But like I said, if you're watching God's Not Dead now, they're gonna be thinking, what is going on? Like, this is so biased, like, come on now. If you look in the Bible, for example, and you see like the parables and the stories that goes on in the Bible that Jesus says and all them things, they're not boring things, like, they're things that you can imagine in your head and you're thinking, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Compared
to, for example, if some of these stories that are right now on film and TV, if they were in the Bible, but worded, they would sound dry. They would actually sound so dry. So honestly, I think Christian entertainment could be done in a way that is enjoyable. Like, come on now. Christians are not boring, you know. I don't know where that... Listen, I don't know where that stigma comes from. We're not boring. Mate, we're fun people. Like, that's the mad thing. We get jokes, but like...
You know, it's people think we're boring just because we don't drink. I go out, smoke, do drugs.
And then when we're looking at boring films now, we're watching them boring films, they're gonna think, rah, this person doesn't even have no like, they don't even know what a good film is. But yeah, that's my hot take. I've got one last hot take for you. Do you think there'll be Christian horror films?
About what though?
About certain, like what you just said, like, for example, character of Legion is running rampage, but then Jesus casts out the demons, and then...
So basically, like, I think, not horror films, but I think films should be truthful to the spiritual realm, to how demons work, how it all happens. I feel like films need to be truthful about that.
So probably not horror, but probably thrillers.
Really? Yeah. So
it's not something that's like too scary, but it's like something that's real enough, so you actually know the impact and the actual seriousness of it.
Because See, there's like horror films out there where they're doing like Ouija boards and playing with like mirrors and stuff like that, and then obviously like possession and whatever. There's films like that, and I don't know, they're all just like, we don't show true seriousness of it all.
It's kind of like a joke, isn't it?
It's like a joke, yeah. It's like teenagers and they're like, oh, let's do a Ouija board in the middle of the forest at night time.
You know, another thing, like, when it comes to horror films, for example, like, there'll be someone getting possessed or something, they'll go to a church, they'll get the pastor or the preacher or the vicar, for example, and the vicar either does one or two things. He'll either go and die, or he just won't go at all. And I feel like that's not showing the true power of what you can have by being a believer in God. Like, mate, if they're really true believers, they should be able to bind that demon down. But in these films, it's like they're always showing these jokes of pastors or preachers or vicars because it helps their narrative. It shows how bad the actual demon is. But yeah, I think it could be done better. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed these hot takes or these
unpopular opinions.
And yeah, if you have any questions or you want to see more, just leave them down in the comment section below. And yeah.